Hello, everybody. I am just going to give one moment to get everybody on here and we are going to get talking. I am Monique Derwin. I am the Mind Body Coach, and I have a pretty amazing story. And I want to share my story and the opportunities with you in general that helped me heal, change, shift so many things in my life. So, first off, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me today and to learn this information and being open to possibility of healing moving forward. Have you ever wanted to go out to eat, but your stomach was so crazy that you stayed home instead because you were worried about what might happen if you go out in public? Have you ever had allergies to foods in public that have made you feel miserable? Have you ever had food allergies at home that make you feel miserable? You wake up the next day after you ate something amazing at this great restaurant. Sometimes, maybe this happens. Wake up and you're like funky and gurgly and puffy and swollen and icky. And then the whole day just kind of feels like crap. Anybody familiar with this? Has anybody struggled with this type of stuff? Has anyone not done something because their digestive system might not be able to handle it? How many people here have had digestive stuff? Can you just put your hand up for me in the raise hand? Hands raised, okay. Yeah. So y'all can go ahead and put them down. So what's happening in the body? What's going on? The discomfort, the swelling, the gurgling. It's kind of embarrassing to like go out in places and all this stuff be going on in your body and feeling really uncomfortable to the point that you just want to run away or leave or go home. I, for years, just didn't go places sometimes. In 2000 and I think it was 2007, I was walking through the hall at work and I had what I thought was heartburn. And I had never felt heartburn before. In fact, I tell this story often years ago. My family, there was a history of heartburn. A lot of people had heartburn. I remember watching family members make baking soda and water when I was a child, taking antacids, things like that. And knowing that this was a thing that people struggled with, but I had never personally felt this. And so I'm at work and I start having this really tense, tight heat all in my chest, all in my ribs, and I'm certain it must be heartburn. And so I go to the little machine and I put some quarters or dollars in and I get some Pepto and some Tums, antacids, whatever, and I take those things and I feel a little better, but not great. And I was It's like, man, those chili cheese fries and the work cafeteria, they got me tonight. They got me good. And it hurt and it hurt and it hurt. And I remember being outside at work, and it was July, it was hot, it's in Louisiana. We had these events outside called Party by the Pool, and I was bartending and I was working, and I had been in the salon all day. So I had been at work for hours. I was miserable, but I wanted to take the kids on vacation. So I needed the extra money. And my husband wasn't working because he had got laid off and he was in school. And we just were living life a little different than what we used to. And this heartburn takes over, and it's so painful. And I think I called my mom, and I think I called my husband and told him I had this heartburn and it was so awful. Night goes by, it's really late. I get home, it's probably close to midnight at this time, I would guess, maybe later. And I don't feel good still. And I drink some baking soda and it feels a little better. And I'm doing all the things I know how to do. I'm taking all the tips and tricks that I've learned my whole life. I get an ice pack, I put it on my belly, it's so hot, my heart, it's so hot. I finally fall asleep. And within a few hours, I wake up and I am miserable. And I go to the bathroom and I turn on the light and I am just red. And right in the middle, right here under my rib cage, I'm starting to swell. There's a little mound coming up, and I literally undress. I'm hot, I'm sweating. I get on the floor. I'm running the bathtub with cold water. I'm just kind of putting my hands and feet in. And my husband walks in and he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm hot." I'm hot. I'm sweating. This heartburn's bad. He says, "I think we need to go to the hospital." And I was, no, I'm fine. So anyways, we go to the hospital. My family meets us there. Somebody goes back and sees about the children. And long story longer, my gallbladder was exploding inside of my body. I had had 0 issues with my gallbladder. I had had no pain prior to this day. There was literally no reason in the world that I should have felt this. And the doctor says, when he looks at the x-ray, "You have clusters of gallstones. How long have you been sick?" And I said, 7 o'clock tonight. He says, "No way. No way." I said, "Yep, tonight." I had heartburn. I ate chili cheese fries in the cafeteria at work. Had heartburn, right? It all made sense. It all made sense. Chili cheese fries in the cafeteria has got to give people heartburn, right? Like, come on. So I'm in the hospital. He's telling me that this had to be there for months. I'm telling him that's not true. I just started feeling this pain today. They go in, it's 4th of July weekend. We do emergency surgery. We remove the gallbladder. I go home a few days later and full of staples, because it was the old school, so I have staples all in me. I was miserable. And I was in pain. And for months and months and months after that, everything I ate made me sick. Everything I ate, I couldn't hold down. I was vomiting. I was sick to my stomach. Nothing. I couldn't eat anything. And you'd think if you can't eat, you'd lose a bunch of weight, right? No. No, I didn't lose weight. My body was telling me something. And I didn't understand the message at that time. Now, because of the work I do, I understand what my body was telling me. It was sending me a signal. I was worn out. I was overworked. I was overgiving. I was irritated that my husband was hanging out at the casino while I was working, right? Everything inside of me was bubbling up. And my body was feeling it. My body was feeling all the things that my brain didn't really want to address. Because I don't want to argue with my husband. I don't want to not take my kids to Disney World just because he got laid off, right? That's not fair. I need to make sure we can survive and pay the mortgage. Everything in life was in my face. I had just finished school, he was in school, had these big goals of being a salon manager. I wanted to manage the salon, so I went to school, spent all this money, was ready to do this life, and it just wasn't working out the way I wanted. I literally was angry and jealous, and I couldn't digest the information that was in front of me. And my body began to feel exactly what my brain was saying. Can anybody here relate to this? If you can relate to this, give me a hands up. Let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Y'all are familiar with this. So the jealousy and the anger and the frustration and the resentment, and I'm supposed to love and support and protect and provide and be the caregiver and the people pleaser and make sure the kids have food and make sure nobody, right? Y'all, you get it? And I couldn't be in both places. I couldn't be the one that did everything and held it together and not be a little irritated about it, feeling like I had to hold it all together. So while I wanted to, it sucked. That's just the reality. That was my vision, my reality, the way I was experiencing life. And to the outside world, it probably looked very normal and fine and no big deal, right? There were so many symptoms that were coming up, even years after this. I started having allergic reactions to foods. I was still extremely overweight with the amount of food that I was eating. It didn't make sense. I needed supplements, enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, all the biotics, all the biotics. Oh gosh, when all the biotics came out, there were so many options. So I bought them all. And I would take them before the meal and after the meal and with the meal, and it became this freaking routine that I had to like calendar in all this stuff and follow these rules and these diets and these supplements. And then I went Atkins. I did no carbs. And then I went no sugar, no flour. And then I went, no meat. And then I went no, like I just kept changing the diet. I kept changing the diet because the gallbladder was gone. So why was the body still hurting? Why did I need to vomit? Why could I not hold any food down? Why was I still 40 pounds heavier than what I should have been not eating food? It wasn't even attaching to my body. None of it made sense. It made sense. And I'd get up every day and I'd do this routine. And I tried the lemon water and I tried the ginger oil and I tried oh my God. You name the food, the diet, I've done it. You name the supplement, I've tried it. You name the digestive tool, I've used it. I bought tools to work on my vagus nerve stimulation. I bought things to learn to massage my belly a certain way. I used oils in the belly button to do all this stuff. And I'm going to let y'all know that none of that shit worked. It was ridiculous. It was expensive. It was time consuming. And it was disappointing that the symptoms still came even after the gallbladder was gone. So I have no body part there, and yet still can't eat food, still can't hold it down. Things are still making me sick to my stomach. So what? What do? I come out of that box of general This is what you do. These are the steps you take. This is how you work on your symptoms. I came out of that box that I was taught from life that if you have heartburn, you take an antacid. And I went way over here to something completely different. And this took me a while, but when I had the support and I had real-time help and the resources available at my fingertips, when I have the solution in the palm of my hand now, and I can do whatever I need to do with ease, it was totally worth it. Every single experience that brought me here has been a part of this product, this growth, this information. And I am so grateful that I had those funky, icky, vomiting, gurgling, nasty days to understand what was actually happening inside my body, under the surface of the skin, under the tissue, under everything inside of me. There was a root growing, a cause, information, a story. It was inside of me. And these things from the outside world were just aggravating the crap out of me. And my body knew what was happening. And my brain was trying to do whatever, put a Band-Aid on it, right? I saw somebody today posted something on Facebook and it was really cute. And it was talking about kids think you're Jesus when you put a Band-Aid on them, you know? And I giggled at that, but it's true. We've been taught to put Band-Aids on things, to just cover it up, sweep it under the rug. It's not a big deal. I want to offer you a way to truly change the way your body feels, thrive in life. I want to help you get from this to this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or whatever you need, individually, in real time, reaching out in the discomfort, in the pain, and getting real-time support has been a game changer in the way that my body has healed. Because what happens is we start something and it looks really good and it's really promising and we're so excited and we're on fire and we get all the books and we get the journal and we get the tools and the program's ready, everything's there and it's spread out in front of us. Similar to this challenge I did last week. You get everything out, you're ready, you're involved, you're invested, and you're doing it. And the first day is kind of funky, and the second day is a little bit easier, and the third day you just want to sleep in. But the fourth and fifth day, you kick through it, and you haul ass, and you do the thing you need to do, and it's great. And then the day 6 comes, and you don't have the support, and you're alone, and it's not quite as easy. And then day 7, 8, 9 comes, and I'll do it later. It's okay. And then it sneaks back in. And the brain goes into the story of, this didn't work for me. But that's not true. We have to be consistent. We have to do things differently. We have to learn a new way. And that takes a little time. Which is why I've created what I've created. And I do things the way that I do things. See, I remember being there. I remember being the person that jumped in head first and was so ready to invest in everything that was going on. And then after a few days, the kids got a snotty nose, or the dishes started piling up, or my husband needed help because he needs help, because he needs help. He just needs help. That's all I got. But life happened. My clients called, somebody's highlight wasn't right. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like something occurs and we refocus our energy back on those old patterns, those old ways, those old things that we used to do before. And we kind of forget about all this cool stuff that we just pulled out right here in front of us and invested in. I want to give you something different. I want to give you a space to invest and have the support, long-term support. We have set up this container, this space, this environment to work in your favor. When you sign up to this group, this membership, I'm going to meet with you first privately, one-on-one. We're going to do a deep dive evaluation on exactly where you are. I have a questionnaire and information that I'm going to give you. And we're going to go through every single thing, you and I personally, privately, so I can pinpoint exactly where you are. I'm going to evaluate your body, your system, what's going on in your life. From there, we're going to take 4 weeks. And in these 4 weeks, I am going to immerse myself with you into 4 very specific techniques that truly changed my life. And I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to walk you through each step. I'm going to give you things to do during the week to report back on. We are going to understand these 4 concepts in 1 month. From there, I'm going to have a call. And you're going to be able to come to these calls. In these calls, you're going to get support, mentoring, guidance, coaching, depending on where you are and what you need. In real time, if you're home alone and you're ready to walk out the door and your body starts saying, no, you can't go outside today, you do not stay there. You go right to the group and you ask a question. You let us know what's going on. And we have resources available in real time to give you to where you don't stay in this discomfort. I have found this to be one of the most beneficial things that I have used in my own experience and transition and healing, and with the many, many, many clients that I have worked with over the years. Having the tool in your hand right there to do something different in the moment will help you not lock this stuff back into the body. We want to move it. Okay, we got to move what's stuck. And you can't do that when you're alone and your unconscious brain is kicking your tail. It doesn't work. And so we have established, because of our own experience, recorded resources, tools, techniques, and access in the Facebook group to ask questions and get help in real time in the moment. So you are not alone in this work. It's been so amazing to have access to that. It is something that I have used myself and helped other people with. So if you are tired of being restricted to your food, your activities, if you're not going out in public because your body can't handle it, if you're waking up and as soon as you eat something, you have to run to the bathroom and you're afraid you won't make it if you're in public, so you stay home instead. If you can't go to the restaurant because the Chinese food doesn't work with you, or the Italian food, or whatever it is, any food. This is what I'm talking about. And I would love to invite you in to have a conversation to see if this would be a good fit for you. So my offer is this. You get me for 4 weeks in a small group, learning the techniques and tools, understanding the resources available at your fingertips. Then you have a year of information, a year of weekly calls, a year of community support, a year of guidance, a year of mentorship, a year of understanding what's happening inside of yourself to pull everything back together so that you can learn to self-heal your body. Does that sound like something you want to be a part of? Does that sound like something that's interesting to you? If I could give you a year of support to teach you how to heal your body in a group, a community where people are doing this work together, and you have resources available, you have mentors and guides, you have people that are going to help you through this the entire year, would you want to be a part of that? Just yes or no. Tell me in the chats. See, Pam has her hand raised. Did you need to ask a question? Hands being raised. Okay, perfect. Perfect. If y'all have a question, there's a chat box. You can put the question in the chats. Those of you that have your hands raised, you can also put it in the Q&A if you have questions, and I can answer those. So, how does this feel? How does this sound? You get a year of support. You get 4 weeks with me. This 4-week bonus that I'm offering is a $1,500 value. For those of you that have worked with me before, this is going to be an amazing, amazing opportunity for you to come in and deep dive into this information. So I'm going to offer you the 4 weeks completely complimentary, completely free, because I know the value of these techniques. And I believe that they are absolutely necessary for you to get the best out of this group, out of this membership, this opportunity. So I'm going to give you 4 weeks free with me, a $1,500 bonus for nothing. The calls are every single week. You have access to every recording, and you will also have all the resources available at your fingertips, and you will have me in the group as a mentor to help guide you through whatever is going on. I cannot speak enough about this opportunity, and it is available now. It won't let you put anything in the chat. Let's see. Can y'all see this? Not sure what's happening. Sometimes Zoom and YouTube and all these technical things have their own thing, and they do some weird stuff for us. But let's see. I don't know if anybody can see the chats. Okay, well, I can do this. I can turn the recording off, and I can bring y'all on if you want to ask questions or any of that. Or we can just do it live on YouTube if y'all don't care. I can bring you on. So if you have questions, raise your hand and I can bring you on and we can go from there. I will just promote y'all to panelists if you raised your hand a while ago. And if you want to come on and talk, you can. And if not, I will finish this up. So the offer is going to be 1 year in the group, in the membership. I'll be your mentor. I'll be your guide. You will have access to so many different opportunities there. This is $990 for the entire year. You get the $1,500 bonus with me on the front end, plus the evaluation, which is way more than $1,500 bonus at that point. So if you are interested in coming into this, I would love to have you here. Yeah, you can type in the Q&A, absolutely. But if y'all want to come on, you can also come on. I have that open now. So if you would like to join us there, I would love to have you. If you have questions about this, if you want to do just a quick little consult, I am going to put in the YouTube links underneath in the comments. I'm going to put a little link, and we can always just jump on a little 15-minute Zoom call, you and I privately, to see if this would be a good fit for you. I currently do not have any one-on-one spaces open. I don't know when those next ones would be open. It might be the first of the year. But if you're in this container, you may have access to some one-on-one calls with me. So if that is something that you are interested in participating in and just don't know yet how much work you want to do, that would also be an option for you to go in there. So lots and lots of bonus opportunities there. You can get private support, you can get group support, depending on what you need, and we can hold you accountable and help you with all the resources and techniques available. So I hope that answered everyone's questions so far. Yes, you can totally ask questions in the Q&A if you need to do that as well. Does anybody want to come on screen and ask questions or have a conversation? I am happy to turn off the recording if you would like that, or if you don't care, that's fine too. So I'll give you a moment to either raise your hand and let me know you want to come on, or put something in the Q&A, and if we are done, I will just close out. So I'll give a moment and do that. I will also put in the YouTube link in the comments. I will put in a link for the membership opportunity, and I will put the link for if you want to just do a quick consultation with me one-on-one and just see where you are, if this would be a good fit for you or not, we can also do that. So I'm available the next couple of days. I've got some free time if anybody wants to discuss this moving forward. So excited for the opportunity to deep dive and heal. Yes, yes. So some of you have already signed up. A lot of you have actually already signed up. And so, yeah, we're going to have so much fun. I cannot wait to share these techniques. I mean, I don't know why I haven't done this before. It's so valuable. It's so important. So I'm ready to do that. If you are already in the container, if you're already in the membership, if you're part of our group already, and you have questions about this opportunity, let me know, okay? Because I want to make sure that you get the correct information as well. And this bonus is available for anyone that wants to sign up for the year-long commitment and deep dive into self-healing, and it is going to be amazing. Okay, so I have answered all of these questions, and no one has wanted to come on live as of now, so I am going to go ahead